Here we go. Hello, welcome to the Season 3 NRSL Universal Orlando Cup Series, race number 13 here at Armory Digital Super Speedway. We are here for the first time ever at this track. Boy, oh boy, this is going to be the debut of an exciting track. I'm looking forward to it. And join me in the broadcast booth making the track debut. Please welcome Angel Navarro. How you doing?
Hey guys, I'm doing fine, doing.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. So we're going to quickly go through our top 10 rundown, and then we'll discuss the points and all that. But on the pole is Devin Becker. Second is Joshua Balkin. Third is our previous race winner from Talladega, Mason Powers, who got his third career victory of his rookie season, and that was only 12 races in. We'll get to more on that in just a bit. Kyle Miller is going to start fourth. Austin Talley fifth. Trent Dunham sixth. Seventh is Dylan Potey. Eighth is Keith Batson. Ninth is Anthony McCurry, and running up the top 10 is Anthony Ritchie. Now here is the rest of your starting lineup for tonight's race here at Armory Digital.
I hope we have some exciting racing here today.
Absolutely. And I apologize for some of the cars why it's digitalized. It was just a risky thing to get the graphics card fixed, so I just decided to just say fuck it. So sorry about that if I can't fix it. So yeah. And on the final row, we have Sky Commons and Stephen Pollard III. Now, I got to ask you, with the 41 of Powers getting his third win in 12 races in, what does this set for the other 41 drivers?
Well, I hope that everyone brought backup underpants because Mason Powers is looking to kick some ass right now.
I think so. If he gets his fourth win, 2 in a row coming here, it really, as much as I hate to say it, would not surprise me. So the pace car is rolling off. And there they go. And I thought I saw... I must be seeing things then, because it's the debut of the track. Then again, I am. Angel, while you're at it, I know I sent you the link for the top 10 in points. Let's display it from 1st to 10th.
All right, so Mason Powers, after getting the win last weekend,
Angel?
he is in the points.
There we go.
He's in the points lead, followed by Cody Lamas, Michael Norman, Austin Talley, Cole Dowie, Sky Commons, Chris Revere, Angel Navarro, James Qualls, Greg Jones, and that's pretty much it.
Alrighty.
All right, now contending for this wildcard spot, it's Jackie Tang and Alex May, I guess.
Yep, it looks like as they got wins. Pace car dives down pit row. Angel, who's your pick for tonight's race?
I feel like Mason Powers is going to do it again.
Trying to get his fourth win in 13 races. That would be a magical season then for Powers if this happens. Here we go. The pace car already dived down the pit road. We got a long way to go to get to that start-finish line, which you'll probably see it. There's where it's at. Green flag is out. We're underway at Armory Digital. And Balkin actually beat Becker to the stripe. I don't think they're going to penalize the 91 for that, but already going 4 wide. Holy crap. And this track looks
And if
beautiful.
they crash, I'm not going to be surprised because...
No. This track looks
this
beautiful,
place is...
I will admit. But my pick, honestly, though, I'm actually not going to go for Mason Powers, but I'm looking at a guy that really can get a good run. And actually, I'm looking at the guy who is 10th of the points right now. He's been on a good run ever since being in the Cup Series, Greg Jones. As my phone is going off, I am going to ignore that. Actually, I'm actually not going to ignore that. I'm actually going to take that call. I'm going to keep it with Angel right now, and I'll be right back.
All right, guys, so we're going to see if there's going to be another crash, but it probably isn't, as they're going 4 wide. Chris Washer is in the lead. Brody Talley is taking fire, as here comes Greg Jones, as my stuff is freezing for some unknown reason. As Cody Lamas makes the daring move as they're going 4 wide.
And I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Angel, you still there?
Yep, I'm still here.
Okay, I'm just checking. But anyway, we are seeing 3, 4 wide all over the place. And a guy who's really in that precarious spot is the points leader, Mason Powers. And honestly, too, if you're the points leader, no matter how well your season's been, you're really in a bad spot. And, Michael Norman's the points leader at Talladega. He lost it. Kyle Keith was a points leader at a point. He lost it. So really, if you're a points leader this early on, it's not a good idea. But Mason Powers, though, making early statements on. He's definitely going to be a chaser for sure, though, with those 3 wins. Right now, though, Jessica Shelton trying to get the lead from Michael Norman.
I think Powers right now is playing it safe.
I wouldn't say playing it safe. If he wanted to play it safe, I'd say he'd kick up to that high line, but he is in a very bad spot. Shelton, though, running her one-off scheme of U.S. Army, going to the inside of Norman for the lead in the Dale Earnhardt Foundation car, brand new scheme. Here comes the Dr. Pepper Ford with teammate Eugenia Max right behind him. And Stephen Pollard III, who started dead last, is working his way up to the front. Remember, Mason Powers started dead last at Talladega. He won that race. How would it be for Pollard III to do it, knowing that back-to-back winners had started dead last?
If Pollard does this, it will be a miracle.
Oh, wait a minute. I see
Plus,
a gap.
that would be
Is a caution
Volkswagen.
now? Oh, no, it's not. There's a separation. Whoa, what happened? Oh, car in the wall, Nick Smith.
Oh, boy, and we have a caution.
No caution. We're still green. He bounced off the wall, but I am surprised they have not had a wreck yet. Oh, boy, though. Matt Dalio got a little too close for comfort. I'll tell you something. This track is beautiful. The blue outline and all that.
I feel like I know the impulses of Matt Dalio. Because after seeing him last weekend at Talladega, I just know that he's going to be like one of those guys who's just going to be peeking his nose, trying to see if it could fit, and I guess it won't work that way.
Yeah, it'd be interesting for Dalio. The funny thing about him was that he was the last car that finished on the lead lap at Dega. So if he can manage to get a good finish here, then this would be good. And oh boy. Oh, 5 wide they're approaching. This is where it's
That's
bad.
Not good.
No, that is not going to work. Navarro, Commons, Tang, they're in a really bad spot. There they go, wrecking after the line. Mason Powers involved. Mason Powers involved, and we got a big wreck going on. Nick Smith just got clipped, and a big one is struck.
I told you guys don't do this. Oh, my God.
Oh, where did the 41 go? Michael White is stuck. Shelton, Louvier, Brody Talley.
I'm involved. God damn it.
Yep. Where did the 41 go? I saw him get clipped. Oh, Talley's got damage. Austin Talley. Where's the 41? There's Balkan. I see him involved. And Navarro's got rear end damage. I really wouldn't be too... Oh, I see Powers. There he is. Left side damage for the 41, the 3-time winner this season.
I think that's going to hurt. I think that's really going to hurt the performance of that 41 car.
Yeah, there's Navarro. He's got rear end damage. I don't know about, he's got a little bit of right side damage. I don't know how it's going to affect the 23, but I think it will, though. 24 Thomas has got damage. Pollard the third.
At the back end, that's the fuel cell. And
what happened? Oh, Pollard the third's got some front and rear damage. Normally with these cars, though, the front end damage is the bad part. The rear end really isn't much of an issue.
But that's where the fuel cell is, and that's if you hit it harder, then it's gonna break.
Yeah, it looks like from where Batson is at, as Ian does got a little bit of left side damage, that's not gonna affect the 32. About 11 cars have made it through. 12, 13, 14, 15, 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Actually, Daly was somewhat involved, but he really didn't get damaged. So about 20 cars. Fisher, he's okay. Curtis is okay.
God, it's just like that Busch race in 2003.
Yeah. Poteet, I think Sanford, he's got a little bit of front end damage, but that's not going to affect him. Becker, he's all right. Here's the guys on pit road. Lamas had made it through, it looks like, as well as Brody Talley, but we'll take a look at the replays in just a minute. But you see the guys on pit road, they are making pit stops to repair their damage. But these guys here, they are all right. And Joseph Modesto in the 62 Maserati in 8th. Caution's out, though. James Qualls is the leader. Let's take a look at what happened. Bring ourselves our first caution
for
tonight's race. Well, we're back, and 5 wide does not work, safe to say.
It never works. As you can see, the 24 got into the back of the 23, and it just sent. It was a huge melee.
Wow, Joseph Ernesto got very lucky. And Spillman and Alex May got some contact, as well as the 18 of Bernique. They kept it going. So it really should not affect them. But there's the 41 you see involved, our points leader. There's Young, Shelton, there's Daly. Nick Smith, you're going to see, gets clipped from the 24, gets into the 29. Austin Talley runs into the 06. There's Anthony Ritchie getting involved. There's Poteet spinning. There's the 22 of Jones, 10th in points involved. Devin Becker, the pole sitter. Charles Sanford, Joshua Balkin, Chris Louviere, Brody Talley. Some of these guys got stuck in the apron. Some of those guys were Louviere, Shelton, and Michael White. Michael Walton, you see in the 99, he got a little bit involved, so it should not affect him. There's the 29.
Man, Michael Walton has had a really bad season.
Yeah, Walton is actually dead last in the points, and he has had a lot of bad runs, so that 99 car has not had a great season. If by any chance he gets a win, it'd be a miracle, but... Oh, and Jones ran into Nick Smith right there. Jones really could have gotten away from that incident, but unfortunately, he let the best of which get into him and actually got Navarro more damage. I don't know what.
Oh, I got some radio bite. I got a few radio team communications from Major Navarro.
Actually, never mind. I thought Navarro ran to the 22's bumper, and I must have seen things, but that was a tough blow for the 22. We're going to take a few onboards from this incident.
Crash. Alright, crash.
This is on board the 23 of Navarro. This is in the radio chatter going on.
Oh, we're in it. Heavy left side damage. No, wait, it's the right side. The back end is pretty destroyed. Leave it up to fucking Greg Jones to say, I want to be part of this wreck too, guys.
Onboard McCurry. Look how he's going to get through this wreck until it gets into powers, but made it through relatively well to the Rolex Audi right there, RS4. So.
And that was a bold move by McCurry.
He had nowhere to go but to push that car out of the way, so I really don't think that front end damage is really going to affect him. Let's go on board one more car. There we go. We're live now. I'm sorry about that, but on board Pollard the third. Yeah, he was in a bad
I just had a GG moment, guys.
And, gets a little bit involved. This is where he gets his big damage right there into the 88 of Daly. And that's a lot of our drivers in the top 10 in points involved. But we'll get to explain which of the top 10 got involved and out of the race. Let's take it back to green.
What the hell?
Okay,
what is
Kyle for the weird
doing?
freeze going on, but we are back underway to green. Drivers out of the race from that incident include the following: Austin Talley, Trent Dunham, Mason Powers. The points leader will end up in 40th. Sky Commons and Steven.
That's going to hurt his run.
Yeah, 40th place for Powers. That's our points leader. And then 2 laps down was Michael White, Chris Sevier, and 1 lap down was Jessica Shelton. They were stuck in the apron at that time, but we know the points leader was involved. We know Commons was top 10 in points. I believe he was 6th in points, correct? Was he?
He's in 6th in point.
Yep, and...
Austin Talley, that's really going to hurt Austin Talley's run in the points.
He was 5th in points, I believe.
He was 4th, actually.
4th. Uh-oh. Yeah. Then you got Trent, Sky Commons, and 3 of the top 10 drivers involved, including the points leader. So, where is Cody Lamas at?
If by virtue, if 19. Cody Lamas wins this race, he will be the points leader.
Well, how many points was he back before this race? I believe he was like 19.
He has 347 points, so that would be 15 points, I should say.
15. Yeah, I figured he was like around the 15 to 20 point mark area. So actually, he would be the points leader right now. Well then, this is interesting too. But right now, looks like teammates for JGR, for Joe Gibbs Racing, is 1 and 2 right now. So good run for Dalio and Qualls. The outside line's a little bit again of a run. Ooh, what a close battle at the line. And they said that it tied and Ernesto got into the wall. Wow,
And
Joe
let's not
Gibbs'
forget what
teammates
happened at
racing it.
Talladega between teammates.
Yeah. Ironic enough, the two teammates that turned each other were 1-2 at the line, nearly tying it up, so I think they learned their lesson. And oh my God, they're going
I think
five
they
wide
learned from
again.
Coach.
They are going
Not
five
again.
wide
Please don't do
again.
this.
But they're gonna slow down, go back to 4 wide. And it looks like Dalio rather, was a smart man out of all of them. Look who's at
Good,
second,
because
Ramian Fisher.
if they were to fight wild, I want to like, God damn it, guys, not
Right.
again.
Ramian Fisher debuted in the Chrome 5-hour energy scheme, up to second, now trying to take the lead from Charles Belding, one of our previous race winners this season. So it looks like from the pack here, it looks like we got a 19-car pack. Spillman's off the pace for some reason. I think he got held up from the lap traffic, as well as Eugene DeMax. Then you got McCurry, Rivera, Sanford, Balkan. They're off the pace, but they're like with each other somewhat. Then you got the damage pack of Smith, Dutta, Jones, White, Shelton, who's a lap down, Tang, Young, Daly, Ritchie, Navarro, and Walton. And then that is it. And look at this, Tweenix teammates 1-2, nearly at the stripe. Now Seth's taking the lead. Poteet debuted in the Mountain Dew Baja Blast scheme. Seth Cole running Wheel of Fortune for the second time this season. Now here comes Kyle Keith, our 500 winner.
And before Tweenix teammates crash each other across the stripe.
Well, look who we got for teammates here. Actually, we got 3 Tweenix cars that are here. Got May, Seth Cole, and Poteet. You got Ganassi, one of their cars with Kyle Keith. You got Joe Gibbs Racing.
Both JGR cars.
Yeah.
Like, I think they learned from the lesson from Coach.
Actually, all 3 of the Joe Gibbs Racing cars are up here.
If Isaiah Bernique wins this one, it would be a big turnaround for him. He's 41st in points.
Yeah, that would be big for Bernique. He really needs a good run, and this is really going to help. You got Roush of the 16 of Brody Talley, and that is it. You got the 98 team of Louvier for Phil Parsons. He is up here right now. You got Stuart Haas with the 14, and that is it. Wow, only Belding, I think, because Spillman is off the pace. You got Onesto for Top Notch Designs Racing. Oh, and the 4 of DJ Curtis. I forgot there was a second one there. I forgot about that.
Right now, Joseph Onesto, having one of the most miserable seasons.
Oh, yeah, he really needs a good run as well. A few people.
And this is having some bad publicity for Maserati.
Yeah, that's not
30
good. Oh, there goes the 98 around, and a caution's out. May! Oh, Dylan Poteet's going upside down to 31.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
DJ Curtis.
I knew it was going to happen.
Kyle Miller and the champion Chris Washer involved. Norman pushing the 43, and he got stuck. I think that was out of rage. The Dale Earnhardt Incorporation car. Curtis and Louvier. The first car I saw that went around was Louvier. Who knows, though? Fisher was involved in that wreck, it looks like.
It's always Fisher, man. Yeah. This is not Fisher's season.
Who is Actually, Fisher's having a great season, I think. Oh, but look at Keith Batson. Devin Becker, the pole sitter's coming. He's coming back, and at the stripe, who's going to leave them down? It's going to be Batson barely over the stripe over Belding and Dalio.
Well, I knew it.
I was saying of who was left. Look at Lamas in the 48 for Hendrick. Ironic enough, too, him and Washer were in that pack. Look at who else is there. 33 of Jeff James. Michael Norman's teammate right there. Seth Cole
Jeff James hasn't really had much luck since his debut.
No, since his debut at Hogzilla, he really hasn't had a lot of hype. He had like a few races, but really hasn't had that, publicity. But you want to know something because of that caution? That's going to be big news for Rivera, Spillman, Brody Talley, DeMax, McCurry, Sanford, and Balkan. They are going to catch up to the field and not be behind. So lucky break for them. But right now we are on lap 18 of 29. As of right now, give us a total of 12 to go. Keith Batson, your leader right now. Let's take a look at what happened. Bring ourselves our second caution for tonight's race. Well, we're back, and remember we said 5 wide doesn't work? We mean it. It's safe to say that. Right there, the 3 cars that really got out of shape really badly were Kyle Miller, Alex May, and DJ Curtis. Right there, May's going to get into Miller, who's going to go into Curtis, who goes into Ernesto. Miller's going to get into the 98 of Louvier, and watch Poti just gets involved, and they go. Michael Norman slid up for there. I think he got loose. May, oh man, the 18 got very, very lucky. And then right there, the 31 going to go upside down. Chris Washer pushes the 3 out of the way. But how does the 5 really get involved? He goes into Alex May. He just nearly got through and gets involved right there. And then there's the 31 Baja Blast Chevrolet upside down and taking a flip. So tough break for Tweenix Racing. 2 of their cars just got taken out right there. Alex May and Dylan Poti.
It's like all the good luck goes to Seth and not to Dylan. Like it's like he's always gonna be part of this wreck.
The funny thing is that Poti was riding behind the 52 the whole time, but just wrong place.
This is like that karma effect. This is literally like that karma effect.
Yeah. Dylan Poti and Ian Dutta, they're the only 2 Twinks racing cars that have not won this season. But Poti did win last season, though, and Seth Cole did last season. The only driver who didn't was Alex May. So irony is striking, but don't forget, this is our 13th race of the season. There's still plenty of time to go. But caution's out, though, nonetheless. Keith Batson amazingly got the lead up the stripe. Let's take you back to the green. Pace cars giving us the 1 lap to go. Drivers out of the race after the incident. We got quite a number of them, including some of our drivers that were also top 10 points, including Chris Louvier, Chris Washer, Dylan Poti, Kyle Miller, Alex May, and Brody Talley are all out of the race. Jessica Shelton, Michael White, and Joseph Ernesto are still in the lap down columns. Actually, Joseph Ernesto is now 2 laps down. So tough break right there.
Right now, these aren't good runs for most of these drivers.
Yeah, and look who's really going to love this. 4th place right now, Cody Lamas. Amazing.
God, if he gets this points lead, this is going to be a pretty wild ride.
Wasn't he 15 points back before this race? I think he was.
No, he was 15 points.
Wow.
Motherfucker.
Safe to say, Lamas is the new points leader. Batson is leader right now, Belding 2nd, Dalio 3rd, Lamas 4th, Becker 5th, Qual 6th, James 7th, Keith 8th, Cole 9th, and Bernier completing the top 10. Green flag is back out here at Armory Digital.
If Cody Lamas
Oh, as it's lagging, apologize for that there, folks, but we'll get Navarro back, and the connection for Skype is failing yet again.
I'm right here.
There we go.
Right
okay,
here.
What were you trying to say?
All right. I said, if Cody Lamas and Mason Powers were all wrecked out, guess who would be your points leader?
Who would that be?
Michael Norman.
Oh, that's right, the 3 car. But the problem with the 3 car is that he got involved from that previous incident. You could see that 3 car has fallen back quite a bit in the 28th position at the time.
He was only 1 point away from that 48 car, and then he just...
He'd be right there. But Jogan's Racing, though, they have not lost this front pack at all. Dalio and Qualls are still battling for some reason, and at the stripe, Qualls barely led that lap. Here comes the 500 winner, Kyle Keith. How would this be for him? 2 Super Speedway wins in his rookie season. That would be big.
If he would did that at Talladega, I would be amazed. And if he did that today, my God.
Rather, yes. And look who's also coming, Cody Lamas. I'll tell you something.
Cody Lamas.
Cody enough, for some weird reason, when it comes to the series here, he does well near the All-Star break, before the All-Star break comes. Is some weird reason that 48 car just comes out of nowhere and wins. I would not be surprised that Cody wins this race, because that's just the magic where he gets. But here comes the 52 of Seth Cole, running that Wheel of Fortune scheme. He's getting that magic, and if he wins this race, he probably won that jackpot. Who knows? Look who is also coming as they're going 4 wide. David Rivera. That was one of the drivers that got held up from the previous, before that caution came. Him, Spillman, and many other drivers, they are now into this field. Spillman is barely hanging on to this pack, though. That's the thing.
If Rivera pulls it off, he'll get a major boost in the points. He was already 31st in points. Then he jumps 8 positions to 23rd.
Oh, and a wise move by the 10. Staying with that 18 for that draft, and that is really going to help. And now Spillman is in this pack, trying to get win number 2. I think he already knew that Bowers already got his 3rd win this season. I think Spillman wants to say not so fast. He wants to get that win number 2 so he can be with Mason Powers. Because I'll tell you one thing, Spillman won 4 races last season. His first win came all the way back when we were in our after our All-Star race and all that stuff. Then when the chase came, it was just magic for him. Won 3 chase races. Spillman, he's not going to let Mason Powers get away with that easily. But in the meantime, Keith, the leader. How about the pole sitter, Devin Becker, up in 4th, debuting the Affleck scheme, one of 3 schemes that was brand new to the team. He is up in the 4th position, trying to take 3rd from Seth Cole, and Chevy is actually is 4 out of the top 5 right now. The top 4 right now is Chevy's.
I literally thought after that last wreck, Devin Becker would be out of contention. But look where he is now. He's fighting for that lead.
He's actually losing spots on that inside line. I don't know what's going on, but this track is rather mysterious as we got 4 laps to go right now. But Charles Belding
and it's gonna be a drag race.
Yeah, and Spillman, I don't know what is up with that 10 car. He was up there with the 18, and now he just lost it. I don't know if the damage that he had really is affecting him that badly, or he just can't get up to that draft and suck it up to pass people and be in there. But that 10 car is really having an issue right now. But meanwhile, though, Kyle Keith is still leading. That Texaco Javelin tribute to Kenny Irwin right there is running very, very well. But I would not count out Joe Gibbs. All 3 of their cars are in this pack.
If they pull out a 1, 2, 3, it would be amazing.
That would be, but the problem is though is that 18 car, he's just been in that tail end of the pack for the last 4 or 5 laps, and he can't get up to the front for some reason. Now he's literally losing the pack.
Is that your Technics draft?
Exactly. Qualls, though, to the inside for the lead. He's got it. He's been in long need of a win. Last time he won was last season at Phoenix, race number 2. It has been a full season since that 20 went to victory lane. Here we go, at the stripe. 2 laps to go.
If Qualls is going to make a move, he better make it now,
well,
or else
he's got that lead
it.
now. Here comes Jeff James in the 33. One of
and where the hell did Jeff James come from?
I know. Jeff James was one of our 4 drivers who made his debut at race number 6 at Hogzilla. Him, Michael White, Charles Belding, who's also in this pack, and there was another driver, and I can't think of it off the top of my head. Who the hell was it?
I thought it was Greg Jones.
Oh, yeah, Greg Jones. Thank you.
Yeah,
he's up in this pack, but he's not really making any luck.
He's not making enough noise.
No, and Spillman, he is safe to say, out of the draft. But here we go.
He's out of contention.
White flag is being displayed for James Qualls in the 20 car.
Somebody better make a move right now.
Look who's coming. The pole sitter, Devin Becker. Bringing along Seth Cole.
Better make a move right now.
The Chevys are coming. And look at this. Seth Cole made that move on the inside line, trying to get his 2nd win of the season. Belding trying to get his 2nd win. Keith trying to get his 2nd win. And Cody, look at him coming back again. That 48, he's coming at the right timing. Now Keith, the 500 winner, to the inside for the lead, 3 wide. I think Cody's in a really good catbird seat, trying to get that win. Here we go, off the final turn. Here comes Cody, coming to the front stretch. Who's going to win it?
It's going to be...
Oh, I don't know. There's still long ways, but Kyle Keith's going to win his 2nd career race.
Kyle Keith takes it.
And it looks like safe to say he is possibly going to get a wildcard spot. Unless he can magically get up to the top 10. But Keith has won his 2nd race of his career in the NRSL. Him and Powers are making big, big statements. These guys are rookies. And the funny thing about both him and Powers They are not in many NR leagues. They are in very few. Kyle Keith recently been a Nira guy. He has left, now in the NRSL, and he's making very big statements now. Wow, this is unbelievable. I'm mind blown. I
Kyle
really am.
Keith's 30th in points.
That's the funny thing. The 500 winner normally doesn't have a lot of success. Normally doesn't even get a second win. Kyle Keith just broke that streak. Wow, that is amazing. And there he is. Let's get you to your top 10 results. Kyle Keith is tonight's winner. Charles Belding and Seth Cole and Cody Blamas so close for second, but Cody, odd man out, will end up fourth. Undoubtedly will be the points leader. Belding barely got second over Seth Cole. Good run for the 14. Doesn't have a lot of experience as well. Seth Cole ended up third. Fifth was James Qualls, who was the leader at the time of that white flag lap. End up fifth. Matt Dalio sixth. Devin Becker seventh. Jeff James eighth. Keith Batson ninth. Great run for him. And David Rivera will end up 10th. So let's get you to your rest of the results here. And Isaiah Bernique almost got to a top 10 for Joe Gibbs. It would have been a Joe Gibbs all top 10, but solid run for them. What is that?
Have you ever?
Have I ever? No, I have not. Clint Spillman, the first one out of the draft, he ended up 12th. McCurry 13th. DeMax 14th. Smith 15th. Sanford 16th. Balkan 17th. Dolly 18th. Fisher 19th. And Greg Jones completing the top 20. And then the rest of the
I guess it's safe to say.
Go ahead.
I guess it's safe to say that every time we go to a super speedway, this always shakes up the points no matter what.
And it favors the rookies, too. It's been really in favor of them.
It favors the underfunded teams.
It does as well. 21st through 28th, the last cars in the lead lap included Ian Dutta, DJ Curtis, Michael Walton, Angel Navarro, Jackie Tang, Dylan Young, Anthony Ritchie, and Michael Norman. And then the cars that were a lap down or two, that were the rest of the cars that finished this race, were Jessica Shelton, Joseph Finesto, and Michael White. And then the drivers retired the race from 32nd on down included Brody Talley, Alex May, Kyle Miller, Dylan Pote, Chris Washer, the champion, Chris Clavier, Stephen Pollard III, Sky Commons, Mason Powers, our former points leader, now going to be handed over to, undoubtedly, Cody Lamas. And Trent Dunham, 41st, and Austin Talley will end up dead last. I want to thank Angel Navarro for joining me here. I appreciate for joining me in the debut in this track as well.
No problem. I guess it's safe to say that Austin Talley, after this race, may be out of contention, out of points. But who knows? If by the All-Star race, after the All-Star break, he might bounce back and take it.
Well, after this race, there's only a total of 6 races until we get to the chase. We have one more race, and then we head to our All-Star break. And then races 15 through 20, this is the last of the regular season. And then on to the chase from chase race 1 to 10, also known as races 21 through 30. So I will give a link out for those 21? Who want to sub to Angel Navarro's channel. Yes, 21. So interesting.
21.
What's 9 plus 10?
21.
You stupid. Okay, there we go. I'll get that out. But congrats one last time to Kyle Keith. For those of you who want to sub to Angel Navarro's channel, I will give a link out for that. Till then, this is 867-5309-5309-858 signing off. And I will leave it with Angel Navarro's final words of wisdom.
Peace, motherfuckers.
Damn, son. Isn't that enough? See, Angel Navarro does have a little bit of power quest in him, but he can't admit it. He can't admit it.
I do not. Stop.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
Yes, you do, motherfucker. Okay.
I do not.
Yes, you do. Okay, see you guys later.
I do.
Bye.
Okay, peace.